This week on the DN podcast, ASUN decides to hold a hearing that could lead to a senator's impeachment, the NU president pitches a flat-rate tuition plan, and the Love Library North renovations put UNL on par with some of its Big Ten peers. From the Daily Nebraskan, I'm Daniel Wheaton.
In student government news, Senator Cameron Murphy will face a hearing soon regarding his impeachment from the Association of Students of the University of Nebraska after making racial comments at the November 13th Senate meeting. The hearing was proposed by Senator Annie Himes and received multiple seconds from senators. Murphy will face the Executive Council of ASUN, which will decide if he must go to the full Senate for a secret vote requiring 2/3 in majority in favor for the impeachment to occur. At the meeting, over 30 students, many representing the Mexican American Students Association and the African Peoples Union, attended to watch the proceedings. For the Daily Nebraskan, I'm Reese Ristow.
Students driving home over Thanksgiving break should remember to wear their seatbelts. The Nebraska State Patrol will join local law enforcement statewide to promote seatbelt usage. Starting on Monday, November 25th, and ending on Sunday, December 1st, state troopers will work overtime as part of the Click It or Ticket enforcement campaign. In addition to added enforcement, the Nebraska State Patrol Motorist Assist volunteers will help stranded motorists along Interstate 80 from Omaha all the way to Kearney.
UNL's Alternative Spring Break group will be going to California in January this year to learn about migrant workers. This is the Alternative Spring Break trip taking place from January 1st through 10th in Central Valley, California. Applications are due on November 22nd, and it would be a really great way to learn about immigration issues and citizenship amongst migrant workers.
9 months ago, a Bosnian mosque was built in Lincoln. It was built to accommodate Bosnian and German immigrants. The Sabah Mosque offers a home for UNL foreign exchange students to practice their religion, and the mosque gives them a place to be themselves and reminisce on their home countries. Sanada Guzik is a UNL student and also the leader of the Sabah youth group. She spends her time at the Sabah Mosque for one simple reason, because she wants the members to keep their heritage while living in the United States. Currently, the group has over 100 members and is located at 1145 Fumis Avenue. Mellow Mushroom is a new restaurant in the Haymarket with a swanky 70s style. This pizza chain began in Atlanta in the very decade and finally made its way to Lincoln this September, right across the street from the Pinnacle Bank Arena. The restaurant menu includes 15 gourmet-style pizzas, hoagies, calzones, salads, and more. Although the pizza establishment is a chain, it uses fresh and local ingredients, including multiple types of different mushrooms. Because of the excellent food, Mellow Mushroom is often busy on the weekends. But manager Michael Tilson assures customers it's worth the wait because of the food, service, and atmosphere. It really only makes sense that Oxford English Dictionary declared selfie the word of the year this past Tuesday. The ever-popular word even beat out the trendy and crowd-pleasing term, twerk. Check out the Daily Nebraskan online to see some of the staff selfies. Just be happy you won't have to watch us twerk. For the Daily Nebraskan, I'm Miranda Lachlan.
Can you feel it? Well, can you hear it? Some Husker fans have expressed disappointment at not being able to hear the Cornhusker marching band at Husker games. Thanks to the East Stadium expansion, the sound is literally going in the wrong direction, meaning that it's extra difficult to clap in time to hail varsity. The marching band's directors and Husker Vision are considering using some kind of technology to help even out the sound and maybe play the band's songs over the PA system. NU President J.B. Milliken has proposed a plan for flat-rate tuition. This would mean students would pay a flat rate no matter how many credit hours they're taking. This action, Milliken believes, would encourage some students to take more classes each semester, resulting in faster graduation. The planned additions to Love Library North are another step to help put UNL on par with the rest of the Big Ten. Many of our Big Ten peers have libraries with spaces for studying, working on group projects, and to purchase coffee.
The Nebraska Innovation Campus plans to create the Makerspace, says Kate Engel, the Community Management and Operations Director. This Makerspace would be an environment where anyone could build and create in a space that encourages collaboration. Features to be used here at the space would be a 3D printer and a laser for students and entrepreneurs.
Are you in an online class? During the past several years, the university has been expanding them, but the NCAA fears that student athletes are taking too many online courses and may be missing out. Members of the athletic department disagree.
Have you ever heard of the Nebraska Aviation Organization? Well, this week, the RHA debated for 30 minutes over whether to allocate funds to this organization. After an amendment to an amendment, the allocation of $100 was approved to the Nebraska Aviation Organization. The NAO has 2 meetings a month, one for education talking about flying and discussions about what's going on in the aviation world, and the other which is just a get-together to have some fun. On a similar note, the RHA also allocated $1,000 to the 9th annual big event, which will be held on April 5th, 2014.
Following a recent push from the Food and Drug Administration, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln dining halls will begin to phase out trans fats. Pam Edwards, assistant director of the dining halls, said trans fatty food will be phased out. Students can still voice their concerns, though. Still, the level of trans fats has been on the decline. Many food organizations have decided to remove them themselves. The FDA estimates that removing trans fats could prevent 20,000 heart attacks and 7,000 deaths caused by heart disease each year. Whether the weather be hot or whether the weather be cold, it's always something different in Nebraska. This month has seen some strange weather with intense storms causing havoc in the Midwest, and meteorologists say it's because of the jet stream, creating even stronger storms than usual. And that's it for this week's DN Podcast. Thanks for listening. Have a good weekend, Huskers.